Welcome to the America Unit YouTube channel. In this video, I'll talk about the U-Turn movie, the Canada version, the original written and acted by Pawan Kumar starring Sir. Why not now? Before I begin, my thoughts about the film does not make the film good or bad. It is totally decided by you whenever. I review a movie, it's just my perspective on the film. And I'm sure you guys wanted me to watch the film and review it to hear my perspective. And not if I decide if the movie is good or bad, that is only decided by you, so that out of the way, this movie is a very well-made film, but I didn't like it. And they have various reasons for it, and I let you know that. But first, let's talk about the things I really like about the world and why it stands out. So guys, before you start, if you really like the videos, to hit the like button, comment below, and share this video. It will really help the channel to grow first. The messaging of the film, the concept of U-Turn, how the story was structured, how the screenplay was structured, you can tell that from a little concept about not taking a legal U-turn, they created a film to give a message. And I like that they kept acceptor and not very preachy. I really like that from the beginning. They kept it very real. It felt very real. They had long takes. And when you have long takes, you feel like you're in the film, you're traveling around with the characters. In other words, it was a kind of police procedural, and they liked how they kept it very real. How police interacts, the police station itself. It feels so authentic and not like something we have seen in the movies. You know, there's a madman on the photo. There's a Dr. B.R. Ambedkar photo. And there's that door, which always was like that. Like all of that we have seen in movies. And people think that supposition is no, that's not the case now. Even other police talks, what they're doing, how they inquire, is going on, everything is very real. You know, the head of the police who always said, like, stop this case. Don't need to go into it. Don't get challenges for me. Let it be like you would actually in real life. And I appreciate that they kept it like that they have a figure in the film who has power, who is kind of restricting them or telling them not to take the journey, but they still do. And that really adds some tension and weight to the film and the story. You don't feel like it's very easy for the characters to do something. So now, why I didn't like this one. Again, I am not saying it's a bad film. I'm saying I just didn't like it because of the few issues it had. The first and major thing is the ending to a Stop the Ghost. I don't like it. I don't like that concept at all. I just don't like it. I just don't like that. Yeah. Oh, there was a ghost and he was doing it. Like the ghost is there in the film, but they still keep it very simple. And, you know, they don't go into some horror or that kind of stuff. But still, I don't like that it feels very cheap and, you know, it feels very easy thing to do. I wish there was more to it. There was some because, you know, when you have kept the film so real throughout and then suddenly at the end you're like, oh, there's a supernatural element to it. There's a ghost doing this. Like it's just like, okay, because if it was something real that could happen in real, okay, now it comes to if you believe in ghosts or not in what science believes in. If there was something that could have really happened, I would have liked that message more. Then it goes doing it. Because she and her daughter died, someone did that, like I just felt cheated at the end, like I was planning to us watching a film. And then at the end of this, I saw a ghost, and the plot goes at the end that his husband only did that. And they died because of the husband. I called it very early in the film. When we get to know that an accident really happened, the next thing I see that in many movies, and that is the inconsistency of characters, the acting in the dialogues, not matching the character motivation, not good enough. It was throughout, like some of the other characters. Sometimes the acting was little off for me. Sometimes Adam didn't make sense. It was not consistent. To the character, one particular scene was in the coffee house when the inspector suspended and he comes visit Rachana in the coffee house that's never stopped. Apologize, is that because of her he lost his job, and then the police officer says, "Now I think we should stop. We should not go ahead with this. Whoa, how can you say that we have to give everything for this case? Like, really, he just lost his job because of that. We just apologized to him." And then you were saying this, like, how can you say that? That it doesn't make sense. And these type of things, like, just pull you out of the film, like you end the film, you're watching it, over. Nice, oh, you are living the film, and then suddenly something happens, and you like, what really, that's really frustrating, the scene in the locker, like when the two guys are caught, and then they start beating each other, like the whole scene is so dumb. Like you could have done so many things to make that scene effective, but the police cannot open the lock, they're fighting over it. Outside, they were like, the guy comes and he shoots the lock. Understand. Then they go inside, that down, and then they're thinking, oh, what we should do. And they couldn't get inside. The lock, break it, and just shoot again. But at the end, like what that tension was, so and dumb, and it using the CO2 gas. You guys had atmosphere, making it very horror and suspense, and what will happen? And then he just takes out the gun and he kills him. Like, it was so damn it. Like, what are you doing there? Doing dumb activities just so the plot moves ahead. I don't like that at all. And at the end, the whole sequence of the husband coming with the terms that because of him, his family died, it's a good sequence, but it doesn't touch my heart. It doesn't do anything for me because I haven't spent enough time with that character throughout the film. A film is just trying to take the consideration that the audience would understand what he went through. And now, they'll feel emotional point. But no, I didn't feel it. And you cannot rely on the audience to connect them itself. You have to build up that in the film so you feel connected to him at the end minute when he commits suicide, what he has to go through, and all that. Again, as I said in the film, it is a well-made film. All the departments work well. It is a film. It works as a film when you put all this together. It is a film you can watch, but I didn't like it, and it has problems coming, and that's my view. So guys, thank you for watching. If you like this, like, share, comment, and if you're another channel, check out the videos and consider subscribing.